Island, der jo altså bliver udsat for en hel del kritik. Hvordan oplever du forholdene lige nu?
Jamen, vi kan jo vise, hvordan forholdene er lige her, hvis vi drejer kameraet. We are live on Danish television, og der kan I se, nu bliver vi stoppet med at filme, og det er forholdene her. Mister, you invited the whole world you invited the whole world to come here. Why can't we film? It's a public place. This is the accreditation. Okay. We can film anywhere we want. Okay. There are only, of course,
but only for the Qatar. Qatar, you have because the Qatar is a
No. We don't need permit. But you can break the camera. You want to break the camera? Okay, you break the camera. Okay.
Bring the camera.
Yes. So you're threatening us by smashing the camera.
That dramatic moment happened on Danish TV as they were broadcasting live there in Qatar, and a few security personnel jumped in. As you saw, they're threatening to break the camera and stop their broadcast. That journalist then tweeted this out later about all that went down. He said, "We now got an apology from Qatar International Media Office and from Qatar Supreme Committee. This is what happened when we were broadcasting live for their station there from a roundabout today in Doha. But will it happen to other media as well?" It's quite possible, because as we know, the World Cup out in Qatar hasn't even started. It's coming up this weekend, but they've already got some things swirling around them that they probably don't want swirling around them. Some have also called, because of these drama that's happening, for people to boycott the World Cup this time due to their history of human rights violations, which many people know about, and mistreatment of LGBTQ plus citizens. FIFA also responded with the soccer equivalent of "shut up and dribble," apparently. Let's check this out. Qatar World Cup, FIFA writes to teams and says, "Focus on the football, not ideological or political battle that exists. Just play. We still need this thing to come off without a hitch. We chose this particular location, but I don't know, I guess maybe it was the money involved with it." There's more. "Please, let's now focus on the football," is what Sky News quoted Infantino and Samora as saying in the letter to the 32 nations contesting in the World Cup. "We know football does not live in a vacuum, and we are equally aware that there are many challenges and difficulties of a political nature all around the world. But please do not allow football to be dragged into every ideological or political battle that exists." Damn, really? That's the stance that we're taking. But you know what's also, maybe send this way over. You got the human rights violations. You got the hatred towards LGBTQ plus folks. You've got this where they're stopping journalists from shooting live broadcasts when they have permission to do so. But Adrian, they may have crossed the line when they decided, I heard it this morning as I was driving in, to cut off alcohol sales to all locations at all of these matches. So man, will the uprising will then begin.
Yes, I think it will. And it's funny because it's not even what I'd consider alcohol. It was Budweiser. But still, I know that Budweiser had a contract for what, 75 million with FIFA to serve all of the stadiums, and now Qatar won't allow it. This is not what people signed up for, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who came to the country for the World Cup thinking that, okay, so we've all agreed that they are going to have more, let's say, Western type ideals and allow for it during the World Cup. And now that seems to be ripped away. It very much seems to be a bait and switch, and I think it's going to not play out as Qatar had planned, in part because, as I was talking with Jayar earlier, people are probably going pre-game harder than you've imagined at their hotels, because hotels are generally where they serve alcohol, and it's not going to be good at these stadiums.
I've been that college student before, not necessarily the pre-gaming part, but like I've been that college student before that starts to plan ahead. Like, okay, if we can just have our drinks here and there, then we'll be hanging out here, and I'm buzzed at that party in this situation. If you're trying to plan ahead to a soccer match, and you're like, let me make sure that I'm still buzzing when I'm there, because that's part of the people's motivation in the stands. Man, they're gonna have to do some serious drinking before. And these matches are not short. I'm sure the distance between going to the hotel to that and the processes is all kinds of stuff. It might just be a bigger mess than what they anticipate, because people think, hey, let's cut off the alcohol, there's gonna be less craziness.
Well, people always find a way. I did the World Cup in Brazil back in 2014, and ways were found, and it was a good time. And so people gonna have a good time, let me tell you.
Good times will be had. They will figure it out.